Have you ever heard of a farmer who brought a king to his knees? This is the story of Ragnar Lothbrok, a name that struck terror across 9th century Europe. He wasn't born a noble or a king. He was a man with a vision, an ambition so fierce it would reshape the map of the world. He believed that with enough courage and cunning, anyone could forge their own destiny. And he was about to prove it in the most spectacular way possible. In the year 845 AD, while most of Europe lived in fear of Viking raids, Ragnar planned something unprecedented. He wasn't just going to raid a village, he was going to conquer a kingdom. His target? Paris, the heart of Frankia, ruled by the powerful King Charles the Bald. While other Vikings were content with coastal raids, Ragnar gathered a legendary fleet of over 120 longships, carrying thousands of warriors, and sailed straight up the River Seine. Imagine the sight: a river choked with Viking ships, dragon-headed prows cutting through the water, heading directly for the capital. The Franks, under King Charles, were no fools. They knew the Vikings were coming and prepared their defenses. They built fortifications along the river, hoping to stop Ragnar's fleet in its tracks. They split their army, placing troops on both banks of the Seine to create a deadly pincer. On paper, the Frankish army was superior, better equipped, and fighting on home turf. They were confident they could crush these seafaring invaders. But they weren't just fighting any Viking. They were fighting Ragnar Lothbrok. Ragnar wasn't just a brute. He was a master of psychology and strategy. When he encountered the Frankish blockade, he didn't launch a reckless frontal assault. Instead, he focused his entire force on one side of the river, overwhelming the smaller, isolated Frankish division. The other half of the Frankish army could only watch in horror from across the river as their comrades were systematically defeated. To shatter their morale completely, Ragnar did something terrifyingly symbolic. In full view of the remaining Frankish soldiers, he executed his prisoners. This wasn't just cruelty, it was a calculated message. It told King Charles and all of Paris, resistance is futile. I am inevitable. The psychological blow was devastating. The remaining Frankish forces abandoned their positions and retreated to the safety of Paris's walls. The path to the city was now wide open. By Easter Sunday, Ragnar's army was at the gates of Paris. The city was gripped by panic. Its defenders were demoralized, and a plague was sweeping through its streets. Ragnar launched his assault, and the weakened city defenses quickly began to crumble. King Charles the Bald, seeing his capital on the verge of being sacked and burned, was faced with an impossible choice: watch his city be destroyed, or negotiate with the man who had outsmarted his entire army. The king chose to pay. He offered Ragnar a massive tribute, 7,000 French livres, which is an enormous amount of gold and silver, equivalent to millions upon millions of dollars today. Ragnar accepted the bribe, took the treasure, and sailed away, leaving Paris physically intact but psychologically scarred. He hadn't just won a battle, he had humiliated a king and an entire empire. He had proven that a strategic mind was more powerful than fortified walls and superior numbers. Ragnar Lothbrok's legacy isn't just about conquest, it's a powerful lesson that still resonates today. Greatness doesn't belong to those who wait for permission. It belongs to those who see an opportunity and act decisively while others hesitate. But it's not just about being bold. As Ragnar showed, courage without a plan is just recklessness. True power lies in the combination of audacity and brilliant strategy. As the saying goes, the bold write history, but the wise plan how it's written. Ragnar Lothbrok did both. What do you think was Ragnar's greatest strength? His courage, his cunning, or his ambition? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the age of Vikings, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories of the legends who shaped our world. Thanks for watching.